First review on a Rodeo Prime product from me. We're talking about MorphoCalm today from Morphogen Nutrition. Now, MorphoCalm is really cool because it not just helps you deal with stress. Obviously, MorphoCalm is going to help calm you. But the addition of Rodeo Prime, the ginseng, and a bunch of other things in there is going to help it not just calm you, but also collect you and make sure that you are ready for the task at hand. So if you are an entrepreneur, if you have a stressful job, if you have something where you need to perform under pressure, you're dealing with stress, but you still need to be able to focus and work, this is an awesome product for you. I use this on our stressful days when I need to get a lot of content done, but I also need to be, in the zone. It's an awesome cortisol stress product that does not sedate you too much. So let's start from the top, work our way down the supplement facts panel, talk about what in MorphoCalm is going to help you out as a person. Now, right off the top, we got a huge dose of phosphatidylserine, 600 milligrams. Oftentimes, we don't see this kind of dosage in this ingredient because it's an expensive ingredient. 600 milligrams is nice because it's not just going to help deal with anti-anxiety and calming and other benefits, but at 600 milligrams, you're also able to deal a hefty change to blood cortisol levels. So phosphatidylserine here is actually really efficacious at this doses for what we're really looking for. This is not new for Morphogen Nutrition. Morphogen is known for their large, big doses, not being worried about that cost, and making sure the product is a hefty one for the consumer. So we're not really surprised to see this with Morphogen, but I always like to smile and enjoy the dosages when I look over one of these formulas from Ben. By the way, if you are interested, we had a great podcast with Ben where he talks about his "if it can be done, it must be done" thought process. His podcast is honestly one of my favorite that we've done. Definitely check that out if you're interested in the brand, if you're interested out in Ben as an influencer. We're getting a look at how another formulator or owner formulates their products in this industry. Now, after that, we get red Korean ginseng extract. It is standardized to 7% ginsenosides at 300 milligrams, also known as Panax ginseng. Now, this is a lot of documented proof showing that it has the ability to reduce fatigue as well as improve stress-related symptoms of depression and anxiety. Now, one of my favorite things about this is that it's believed to attenuate the body's inflammatory response to stress. Now, even psychological or emotional stress can have a physical effect on the body. We get an inflammatory response, and that could hinder your ability to recomposition your body, to lose fat. It could hinder your ability to work well at work. It could hinder your ability to perform as an athlete. There's a lot of different reasons you don't want this to be happening, other than the fact that stress and anxiety just feels like shit, and ginseng can help with that. Now, when it comes to the topic of cognition, ginseng has been shown to improve reaction time, working memory, arithmetic ability, and cognitive flexibility. Tons of different reasons why you would want this product in here. You get 300 milligrams of it. It's going to help out with that stress, but kind of get us into some other things that I see being helpful with this product, which is not just dealing with stress, but also the cognition. Now, after the ginseng, we get 300 milligrams of theanine. Now, theanine is an amino acid that occurs naturally in tea leaves. We see it alongside caffeine to calm it down. There's also some benefits to caffeine alongside theanine, a synergistic effect there. Now, this is a substantial dosage. This is going to be definitely able to put you in a chilled state and bring you down. And I would definitely kind of comment on the sedating effects of this if it weren't for the next ingredient we're going to talk about, Rodeo Prime 6X. Theanine is definitely something that you will notice the calming benefits from. I want to note that right off the bat. When you take this, you are going to feel calming from this. If you are in a stress state, this is something you're probably going to be looking for, but recognize that the next ingredient is probably going to help focus you and probably negate most of those sedating effects. What I'm mentioning is Rodeo Prime 6X. It's a rhodiola extract from NNB that has 6% cylindricides. It's at 200 milligrams here, and it's a hefty dosage. Most of the time we talk about rhodiola, we're going to talk about rosavins. But the thing is that rosavins are helpful for a lot of things, but not really so much the focusing aspect of rhodiola. That's why they use a rhodiola crenulata extract here, as opposed to the more traditional, commonly used rhodiola rosea. Now, Morphogen decided to use Rodeo Prime 6X because of the rhodiola crenulata extract. It's going to have a bit of a de facto extract in the market specifically for this purpose because it's really the only one that's this high in cylindricides. Now, if you look at the mechanism of cylindricide, you'll understand why this 6% is important as opposed to the normally commercially available 2%. It increases long-term potentiation in the hippocampus. It increases autophagy in the mTOR pathway. It improves oxygen utilization in the hypoxia-inducible factor 1. It upregulates dopamine, norepinephrine, epinephrine, histamine, and serotonin. It inhibits the monoamine oxidase MOA enzyme that breaks down neurotransmitters, and it also upregulates neuropeptide Y. So you can see why the high cylindricide content would be a powerful adaptogenic to add in here. You get a nice uptick in cognition, lower levels of stress and anxiety, better mood, better reduced symptoms of depression. It also reduces physical and mental fatigue, increases athletic performance, controls appetite, and improves glucose metabolism. All reasons why a fit adult, someone who's working a lot or under stress or dealing with stress and still trying to perform at life or a sport as well in the face of stress would like this so much. This is one of the reasons that we've actually helped companies remove theanine and add in Rodeo Prime instead, because it helps kind of offset caffeine without the sedating benefits of a theanine. Now, one of the cool things is seeing theanine next to Rodeo Prime, you get kind of an offsetting of that sedating with the nice benefit of the focusing. I've been using MorphoCalm for a while. This is actually my second bottle, and I've definitely seen these benefits every time I use it. Now, showed in here is going to be a very strong ashwagandha extract. If you watch any of our videos with KSM 66, you're familiar with ashwagandha and all the benefits it has, but at 35% with analyzed as opposed to 2.5 or 5% with analyzed, it's going to be much, much stronger, around 5 times stronger than the 5%, and obviously even stronger than the 2.5, which you don't see very often, but it is worth noting it is out there. Got 120 milligrams of it. We don't need nearly as much of it because of the increased percentage of with analytes. This has been used for millennia in traditional medicine systems around the world to prevent a ton of different ailments and its non-specific effects because it's what's known as an adaptogen. So it brings the body's stress response, whether too high or too low, to a normal, proper balance. We've definitely seen a surge of this in the industry. We saw a lot of KSM over the last couple of years. But Shodan ends up, like I said, being a higher concentration of the same with analytes, makes it a little bit more efficient for a capsule product where you don't want to be using as high of a dosage. Now, 2019 studies showed that Shodan extract specifically in healthy adults who received 240 milligrams, again, twice the normal dosage of this, just for the record, had significantly lower levels of cortisol and significantly higher levels of dehydroepiandrosterone sulfate, DHEA, which is an important steroid hormone precursor compared to placebo. Now, like I said, it is a higher dosage in the study. You won't need nearly as much because we have all these other adaptogens in here. Honestly, the testosterone DHEA benefit here is not what you're going for with a MorphoCalm, not a Morpho test. You're definitely still going to see the overall mood and benefits and lower levels of stress anxiety because of the gambit of ingredients we have in here. Now, second to last here, we get Kanana extract. Now, Kanana, also known as Scledium tortuosum, I think I said that right, is a plant that's native to South Africa. Hunter-gatherer type tribes have been using this for an incredibly long time to reduce fatigue and improve mood. Also was used recreationally. So this is going to upregulate CAMP here. Not having enough CAMP is going to mean you don't have enough energy. Energy sufficiency is a classic symptom of anxiety. So this is going to help get you a little bit more energy. Yeah, and it does have some thermogenic and anti-obesogenic effects here. So it will help some with body composition, but this is not a fat burner here. But in 2017, a researcher review found that Kanana specifically had significantly lower cortisol levels in those who use it regularly. So very much a beneficial ingredient to have in here. Lastly, we're going to look at lithium. 5 milligrams of lithium coming from 130 milligrams of lithium orotate. It's often thought of as an antipsychotic drug, but lithium as a mineral is an awesome mood stabilizer. It occurs in many common foods. Daily intake for most people is going to be from 200 to 600 micrograms, and we're talking about 5 milligrams here. So we're definitely going to be preventing deficiency here if you're not getting it in your diet. A lot of scientists consider this mineral to be essential, so it is possible to be deficient in it, although we don't talk about it very often. But in a study on 27 Texan counties conducted from 1978 to 1987, I don't know, a lot of people here for a long time. Researchers found that towns whose water supply contained low levels of lithium had significantly higher incidences of suicide, drug addiction, and violent crime. A 2013 follow-up study replicated this finding. The lower the lithium levels in a Texas locality's water, the higher rate of suicide. Researchers in Japan published a report that came to the same conclusion. Lithium levels in water are inversely correlated with suicide rates. Another team of Japanese researchers even claim that low-dose lithium can increase longevity in humans. Now, lithium is leading to an increase in BDNF, a protein that simulates the proliferation of new neurons in the hippocampus. We see this also in like neurofactor, which is an ingredient we really like. So definitely a great ingredient to have in here and probably will help stabilize your mood a little bit better. Altogether, it's a product that has helped me a lot with my stress, dealing with stress of work, dealing with stress of deadlines and pressure of an industry, maybe. Hopefully it will help you in yours. We don't have a business affiliate relationship with Morphogen, but we do have a coupon code PricePlow will save you at checkout. Hopefully, this was helpful and informative and educational and will help you inform your buying decisions. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. And as always, have a great day.